This might be a pretty bold statement, but let me walk you on how to transform your videos from having a retention like this, where people drop off after a couple of moments, to this where your viewers will be literally glued to the screen and watch till the end. I don't want you to think that you are wasting your time on a video that will only theoretically tell you what to do and give a couple of examples from other channels without delivering any practical tips on how to improve your retention. Instead, this will be a highly practical video. For example, I will show you how to find the background music your favorite creator is using on his video, even if Shazam cannot find it. And when I first discovered this 1 year ago, it literally blew my mind and made my videos 2 times better. But not only that, all the tricks I will be sharing in this video are free, so you can start incorporating them straight away into your own editing style. Plus, for all of you that watch this video till the end, there will be a huge prize waiting for you to collect. In case you're wondering how important editing is for a video, then let me tell you that editing takes around 80% of all the time I spend creating a new video. So yes, it is super important. The better you edit a video, the longer people will spend watching it, and that gives you the chance of making more money because YouTube will show more ads to your viewers. To get into it, editing has 2 main components, which are the visual effects and the audio effects. Let's start with the visual ones. I know how tempting it might be to avoid cutting the silent parts of your video simply because it takes too much time, but trust me, I've tried it and the video will leak viewers and your retention will plummet. The editing software I use is Premiere Pro, but you can apply all the tips I will be sharing in here to your software of choice. The first problem new content creators or editors face is that their PC or laptop is not powerful enough to do editing. So to overcome that, you simply create some proxies just like this and your editing will be way smoother. After you have done the basic cuts, it's time to add some B-rolls. When I started my YouTube channel, I knew that I needed to have some super high quality B-rolls, and I just didn't want to use Pexels or any other free stock footage providers. Why? Crazy as it might sound, I felt like the videos containing free stock footage were automatically shadow banned by YouTube. And if you actually think about it, that might make sense. After all, YouTube doesn't want creators to keep re-uploading the same footage over and over again and viewers feeling like the content they're watching is repetitive. So you either create your B-rolls from absolute scratch or find a reliable stock footage provider. And when I think about it, I might have the perfect one for you. When I first started editing, I subscribed to Envato Elements for $40 a month, and I could use all of their stock footage as long as the subscription was active. And that was the real problem. I needed to repeatedly pay $40 a month if I wanted to use the stock footage on my videos. But back in the days, $40 per month was too much since my channel was making way less than that. I went to Storyblocks instead, paid $65 per month once and downloaded hundreds of B-rolls. So why was this different? Because Storyblocks gives you the lifetime license for the items you downloaded during an active subscription. So even today that I pay nothing to Storyblocks, I'm still using the stock footage I downloaded months ago. Furthermore, there are many other big creators like Biahiza or Financial Wolf that follow the same practice. Now I will show you a simple trick on how to speed up your editing process by at least 3 times. So let's say you want to create a zoom in effect on your video and you want to do it more than once to create that zoom in feeling so your video doesn't look boring. Instead of doing it every time, you simply create a preset, rename it to your liking, and whenever you need it, you simply drag and drop on top of your clip. Also, make sure to not overuse presets, otherwise your viewers will feel like your video is getting boring and repetitive. Also, in order to keep your viewers engaged, you might consider introducing a new item on the screen every 3 or 4 seconds. That includes adding text, logos, or animations. I personally like to introduce PNG icons that resemble what I'm saying at that moment. There are some cases, however, when I struggle to find a good PNG item, so in case I simply downloaded the JPEG file, then I use this website called BG Remover to remove the background and get the PNG version of the icon with without paying anything. But introducing an item on the screen every couple of seconds is not a universal rule. If you think that your viewer will not lose interest while watching a 10-second clip of you speaking in front of the camera, then it is totally fine to leave it playing for 10 seconds. So far, we focused on the visual aspect, while now it's time to move over to the other half of the video, which is the audio aspect. It will basically give a double sensation to your viewers and further emphasize whatever you're saying on your video. Either that, or it can completely destroy the mood of the entire video. It all depends on how you use the audio effects and background music. Probably the easiest part of audio effects is adding sound effects, and here I'm talking about all sorts of clicks, wash effects and more. The hard part about it is finding the right song to put in the background of your video, since you need to match the mood of the video. And for that, I will show you a simple, effective trick that will allow you to find the perfect song to put in the background of your video, even when you have absolutely no idea where to start from. The best part is absolutely for free. Let's say you watch a video from Biahiza and you really want to use the same song he has used in his video. He hasn't put the music title in his description, so there is no way for you to know what that song is. You try to find it using Shazam, but it is almost certain that Shazam will not detect it like that. So what you do instead is this. You record a part of the video where the background music is heard using some free software. Then you go to this free website called lalal.ai, and it splits the background music and YouTuber's voice into two parts. You simply mute the YouTuber's voice, allowing only the background music to play, and then use Shazam to detect it. It is almost 100% certain that it will work, and I keep using this daily myself. I started using this method some months ago, and ever since then this is how I find the background music for my videos, so I don't have to invent the wheel every time. After you find the song name, you can find it and download it from one of the many providers of music. I personally use Epidemic Sounds and I love it. So far I've never had any issues with copyrights or anything like that. Next, I know that it might be tempting to simply put the same background music throughout your whole video, but doing that will simply fade the experience of the viewer and make the background music feel more like a kind of noise rather than contributing to the whole video. Instead, try to split your video into different sections and change the background music accordingly. For example, I often share side hustle videos, and in one video I might share 4 or 5 different side hustle ideas, where for each new side hustle I try to find a new background music that suits it, rather than having the same background music for the entire video. It really makes a huge difference and prepares the viewers that something is about to change, and they will be prepared for it, and you keep them on to the next part. Now for the final tip. Have you ever thought what happens when you change something abruptly? For example, when a song or clip ends. That will alert the viewer and make them aware about editing. A good edited video is one where the viewers is not at all aware about the editing process. They just like the video and keep watching it. So make sure to either avoid abrupt disruptions or slowly make the music fade away. For all of you that made it till the end of this video, make sure to check the link of presets in the description down below as a free gift for you, not by me. And if you really want to know which is the current editing style that is making thousands of views on YouTube right now, then make sure to check out this video in here.